In April, I was joined by Lisa McLean from Leboat Vacations based in Smiths Falls, Ontario, to discuss why Leboat holidays are the perfect summer escape. Since that time, I've had the opportunity to experience Leboat for myself with a group of my girlfriends, and I knew I just had to have Lisa back to discuss because this vacation is truly the perfect girls getaway right here in Ontario that comes complete with an idyllic backdrop, adorable towns to visit, and a little bit of empowerment tossed in for good measure. Welcome back to the show, Lisa.
Thank you. Thank you for having me again. And I'm super excited to talk about your own leboat experience with your audience.
It was okay. So I have to say, I mean, we talked about it. I've heard about it. I didn't really get it until I did it myself. And there is an incredible feeling that comes with being, and there's a metaphor for this in life, I'm sure, to being the captain of your own ship. And it was, wow, just incredible. But what I think the most important part to get across to people is that it's easy, right?
Yeah, and I think a lot of people don't know that you can rent our boats, our new Horizon cruisers with no boat license or any previous boating experience. Like you said, our team really does make it easy. The controls on the boat have really been simplified. All of our boats have bow and stern thrusters. And of course, we take you through an hour and a half to 2 hour training to make sure that you and your crew are 100% comfortable operating the boat by yourself.
Yeah, and I did the 2 hour training, of course, and we had a great time. And my crew, I love saying that, my girlfriends, my crew got into that, and we really had a great time. But I have to also say that once you're out on your own, the lock masters are amazing.
Yeah, all the locks in Canada are operated by Parks Canada. And like you said, they're all friendly. They're there to help you. They know that you're a new boater. And they're like concierges for the Rideau Canal because they really give you lots of tips and tricks and suggestions and are there to help you park and moor the boat, as well as welcome you to their little seclusion on the Rideau Canal as well.
Yeah, I have to give a little bit of a shout out to Ian at Beverages Locks, who on our first sort of, on our own docking, pulling in, he was just calm and was able to bring us in beautifully on the dock. And it was just such a really feel good moment. And also some real bonding going on the boat between all of the people there, because we did become a team. We had to make sure we were tied correctly and that everybody was playing their role to get us in. And the other thing I think that a lot of people might think is, oh, the boats are so small. Our boat was a 50-foot boat, and we had at one point 11 women on the boat, and we had tons of room, which is why your boats are so unique, because they're custom built, right?
Correct. Our boats actually range. We have 5 different models to choose from, ranging from 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom, and 5-bedroom, which is our biggest, like you said. It's almost 50 feet. It's 49 feet long. It comes with 5 cabins that can be set up as singles or doubles. And that boat does sleep up to 12 people. And it is perfect for large groups or families who want to get together and travel. And similar to what you did, sometimes people have people join them midway and hop off, or can have the whole group with you cruising all at once.
Let's talk a little bit about some of the hesitations people might have then with going out on a boat, because we've addressed the first one. You don't need a special license. You do get the training. What are some of the other concerns you hear from people prior to booking with you?
I think people don't realize it's a floating cottage, so it does come with everything you need. It's got all the dishes, pots and pans, tea kettles, coffee pot, or a French press, as well as a top deck barbecue. So you really just need to bring your food for the week and your clothing, and your sunscreen, of course. I also think people really think it's difficult to navigate, but leboat does give you all the navigation tools that you need, as well as walk you through the navigation of how to do the route. And we also can provide you with a sample itinerary, so you know what the cruising time is between lock stations or destinations. But I think mostly it's just the biggest fear of driving the boat for the first time. A lot of people rely on their husbands or their brothers to drive the boats. But as you mentioned, we really want to put out the message that really you don't need a man to drive the boat. This is very easy. Anybody can drive the boat. If you can drive a car, you can drive one of our boats, which is what we like to say. And of course, it's perfect for a girls' getaway, just like you experienced.
I would say too, I will go miles out of my way to avoid parallel parking, but I successfully was able to bring a 50-foot boat in between two other boats on a dock. I mean, what a moment that was. It's one of those stories that's going to be legendary among my friend group now for years to come, is doing that and doing this trip. But now we're hooked. We are committed. We just love this experience. You must have an amazing repeat business once people experience leboat.
Yeah, I think a lot of people try in Canada before they try it in Europe. We actually have been around for 50 years. So we have lots of destinations in Europe to choose from, including France, Amsterdam and the Netherlands, Belgium, Scotland, Ireland, England, as well as Italy. We have a fantastic cruising destination in Italy, so you can cruise yourself into Venice and Murano and Burano, as well as Germany. So I think, like you said, it's really great to be able to try it in Canada and really get your feet wet and build that confidence before you rent it in a foreign country. But all the lockmasters in Europe are just as friendly as Parks Canada. All of our European team speaks English. All of the boat navigation tools come in all different languages, including English. So if you can drive a boat here, you would have a fantastic journey doing it in a European waterway, where cruising on a canal boat is really a way of life there. Here, it seems like it's a new travel concept, but it's actually been around for over 50 years in Europe. And we're so excited to bring this luxury boating holiday to the masses in Canada.
Yeah, and now is really the perfect time to experience the boat. I mean, with the long delays that are at the airports, if you're in Canada and you're looking for a holiday, this is the time to book and to get on this. It's such a great experience, and it's easy. You can easily get to it, right? You're in Smiths Falls, so getting there is easy from anywhere across Ontario.
Yeah, I think people forget that the Rideau Canal, everyone is aware of the Rideau Canal in Ottawa, but they don't know it stretches 202 kilometers as a continuous waterway from Kingston all the way up to Ottawa. I think we all know of the Rideau Canal if you're Canadian for skating and being the world's largest skating rink, but we really forget that it's actually a waterway in the summertime. And I think it's Ontario's best kept secret, because I know myself, I'm always in traffic on the 400 going up to the Muskokas or trying to go to Sandbanks or even to Algonquin Park. But the cruising ground on the Rideau Canal, people don't realize, is a multitude of winding rivers, wide open lakes, as well as beautiful waterways that is very reminiscent to cruising in Muskoka or Algonquin or even the Thousand Islands.
I have to agree when you say Ontario's best kept secret, because our time out on the water was so peaceful and calm. And then, to pull into like a small town like Westport, where they have all of these adorable shops and incredible restaurants. Plus, there was a winery we went to there, Shoreman Winery, which was just a beautiful, lovely experience. We ate outside underneath a tent, and the food was incredible. The wine was incredible. I mean, it really couldn't have been more perfect. But when people are booking with you, how many different itineraries are available to them on the Rideau, or can they custom do it?
Yeah, we have trips that start as little as 3 nights. So we do 3-night, 4-night, 5-night, and 7+ nights. So you really just have to talk with our sales team, tell us what you're looking for, tell us how many nights you're cruising for. And we have sample itineraries on the website to let you know where the best stops are, whether you're cruising north on the canal or south on the canal. So our team is all experienced cruising with leboat, and we have a great team who can really help build that itinerary specific to you and your family. Or do you want to be out in the wilderness for a week? Or do you want to stop at some of the small towns and have shopping? Do you want to do a beer tour? Do you want to do a winery tour? Or do you just want to go cruising for the whole week, or stop and go kayaking or stand up paddleboarding, or bring your bikes along and work on the trails as well?
Yeah, the options are really limitless when you're out there. And I just want to, because I know somebody's thinking about this, like, what if I get in the water and I panic or something? And there was a couple of times we had to call back, and the response was quick. the advice was helpful, and there was just always somebody available to help if we had questions, which was really good for calming your fears of taking this on. And I have to say, what an empowering, wonderful trip. I really encourage women to book this. So I want them to find out more about leboat and all the different boats, all the different itineraries, of course, in Canada and Europe. So where can they do that, Lisa?
They just have to visit our website at www.leboat.ca. That'll have all the information that you're looking for, including our telephone number. And also be sure to check out our special offers tab and see if there's any current deals, and sign up for our newsletter so you're the first to learn about any flash sales or local discounts that we might be offering, so you can get the best deal for your summer holiday.
Incredible. Well, I know you've got some raving fans after my friends and I were out there, so we'll definitely be back. Thank you so much for joining me today, Lisa.
No problem. And thank you. And we look forward to welcoming you on board next year somewhere in Europe.